Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders. I wanted to share with you all a very small clip from Channel 4 News, I believe, around Idaho, those areas. Pay attention to this. I've been following this case from the minute it came on breaking news. And I've never seen this clip before.
Moscow tonight, new movement at the house where 4 University of Idaho students were killed in November, just over 24 hours after suspected killer Brian Kohberger's first court appearance.
Well, 2 black vehicles were parked behind crime scene tape at the house tonight, with one man hinting about what he was doing there and why he had police clearance. Take a listen to this new exclusive video just into our newsroom.
Sir, are you one of the private investigators hired by the defense?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Private investigators, but not hired by anybody.
Not hired by anybody? Not
Hired by somebody, but nothing.
Not the defense? Prosecution? Co-burgers?
We can hear that man say in that video that he's a private investigator but denies being hired by Kohberger's defense attorney, Ann Taylor. He wouldn't say who hired him. We know the family of Kaylee Gonsalves had been thinking about hiring a private investigator in recent weeks, but we don't know if that changed with the arrest of a murder suspect.
Just over 24 hours after suspected killer Brian Kohberger's first court appearance.
Well, 2 black vehicles were parked behind crime scene tape at the house tonight, with one man hinting about what he was doing there and why he had police clearance. Take a listen to this new exclusive video just into our newsroom.
Sir, are you one of the private investigators hired by the defense?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Private investigators, but not hired by anybody.
Not hired by anybody? Not
Hired by somebody, but nothing.
Not the defense? Prosecution? Co-burgers?
You heard that. It states on his vest, Northern States. He has a sheriff badge, I believe, on his pants, in his belt. Why did he come with the black SUV? 2 vehicles came. The day Brian Christopher Kohberger attended his first court appearance. And then we had the other FBI go into.
This be the killer's handprint. The ghostly image appeared when this window was dusted for prints.
There's no doubt that it's an important item of evidence. There has to be a point of entry and a point of exit in a crime like this. If there is a handprint, it may be very significant.
I can show you.
And we're learning that 21-year-old Kaylee Gonsalves may have been the killer's prime target. Published reports say that Kaylee was subjected to a more brutal attack than the other 3 victims.
And I immediately
You know what I'm going to do? I am going.
My wife and I, it was Thanksgiving Day. We happened to be up here in Idaho. And I said to her, I said, hey, let's just go over where that situation's taking place at the university to get some tape. And we're walking up the street. And the first thing that caught my attention, to be honest with you, was all of the cars still parked on the property. And then I looked over and I saw there was an officer controlling the scene sitting in his vehicle. And I looked to the left and I saw that what appeared to be a glove. And I looked at my wife and I said, is that a glove? And she goes, yeah, I think it is. And so about where Brian was standing tonight, I walked over and looked over, and sure enough, it was a glove.
So the forensics did not even gather the evidence properly. A glove was found outside the scene. And one of the boys on the band field looked like he had on one glove. Shouldn't the forensics team be taking the Coca-Cola can too, just in case somebody was drinking off the can so that they could get fingerprints or DNA, saliva, anything. This was right next to the crime scene. That's where the glove was found. And the red substance, the cloth. If that picture was completely right. This is the living room area of the 1122 Kings Road before it was demolished. Everything was frozen in time. The unidentified male DNA was found, or fingerprints was found on the good vibes. Then you have the second one was the Vans shoe Latin footprint. And then you have the glove outside, besides the main one, that is the knife sheet. Take a look at this picture. You see a glass bottle of beer on the table and a cup. And I'll show you on the other side of the table, there's plenty of empty red cups standing on the table. I wonder, was there a party that night? Because if you remember, it was said on Banfield, a News Nation, that Dylan opened the door and told the girls upstairs, she yelled, "Keep it down, we're trying to sleep here." She thought it was the boys from the Sigma fraternity rummaging upstairs. I wonder if the couple invited some people over, and when they asked them to leave, if things went terribly wrong. You have a fingerprint that makes me believe, on the good vibes, that makes me believe that a struggle happened there. And that's how the fingerprint, you can see the fingerprint actually, over there. Somebody must have, maybe he was fighting for his life. May they all rest in peace. And he pushed the person towards the good vibes. There was a struggle. Just like Kaylee's father, Steve, said, there was a hell of a battle upstairs. That's what the coroner told him, Macbeth. It looks like people were sitting and eating together. Isn't that strange? More than 2 people. Maddie and Kaylee were not at home. What is that box doing in the kitchen? That's strange.